Hello, and welcome to Sleepy Science by Nem Vita. Whether you're listening at the end of a long day or simply letting your thoughts slow down, this is a place where curiosity unfolds gently. There's nothing you need to solve, nothing you need to remember, and nothing you need to focus on. If you find your attention drifting, that's perfectly fine. Let the words become a soft background, and let your body settle into rest. Allow your breathing to soften, slow down, and become quiet, steady, and easy. I'm glad you're here. Tonight, we're exploring something vast, familiar, and quietly present all around you. Not something distant or dramatic, but something you have always been part of. We're exploring our home galaxy, the Milky Way. The Milky Way is not a picture in a book or a glowing spiral seen from far away. It is the space you already occupy. Every star you have ever noticed in the night sky, every faint point of light, and every soft glow stretching across the darkness belongs to this single, immense structure. Even when the sky looks empty or still, the galaxy surrounds you completely, extending far beyond what your eyes can detect. You are not looking at something separate from you. You are looking outward from inside it. Long before telescopes or detailed maps of the heavens, people noticed a pale band of light crossing the night sky. It appeared like a quiet mist, scattered gently across the darkness. This glow was later given a name inspired by milk poured across the sky. But the Milky Way is not a cloud, a line, or a surface. It is a vast, rotating system of stars, gas, dust, and unseen matter, slowly shaped over billions of years by gravity and time. The soft river of light you see on a clear night is only a thin glimpse of a much larger home. Despite its enormous scale, the Milky Way is calm. It does not rush, erupt, or announce itself. It moves patiently, following rhythms measured not in moments or lifetimes, but in hundreds of millions of years. From the inside, where we are, there is no sense of speed at all. The galaxy does not vibrate or pull at your awareness. It simply turns, quietly, like a wheel that has been spinning for ages and has no reason to stop. That slow turning is one of the gentlest ideas in science, motion so steady that it feels like stillness. Our sun, along with its planets, is carried gently within this motion. As you rest, as your thoughts soften and begin to drift, the entire solar system is traveling smoothly through space, guided by the Milky Way's steady rotation. This movement is constant and reliable. There are no sudden changes, no sharp turns, only a continuous, balanced path through the galaxy. Even if you never look up at the stars again, the Milky Way will still be there, holding its shape, turning slowly, keeping its quiet rhythm. The Milky Way formed billions of years ago from immense clouds of gas and matter spread across space. Over long stretches of time, gravity gathered these materials together, slowly shaping stars, clusters, and planetary systems. Nothing about this process was sudden or chaotic. It unfolded gradually, layer by layer, orbit by orbit, in a quiet progression that continues even now. The galaxy is old, but it is not finished. It is always gently becoming, always slowly rearranging without any need for urgency. Even today, the galaxy remains active in a peaceful way. New stars form in distant regions, while older stars continue their long journeys through space. Everything moves according to patterns that repeat and overlap, creating stability on a scale far larger than daily life. This consistency is part of what makes the Milky Way comforting to think about. While many things on Earth change quickly, the galaxy changes slowly, offering a sense of permanence and balance. As we move through this journey together, there is no need to imagine the entire galaxy at once. You don't need to picture its full shape or measure its size. Simply know that you are already inside it, resting comfortably within a structure that has existed for billions of years and will continue long after tonight gently fades into sleep. For now, there's nothing else you need to do. Just remain here, supported by the quiet presence of the galaxy around you, as we begin this slow exploration of the Milky Way. When we talk about the shape of the Milky Way, it helps to remember that we are describing something we cannot step outside of and look back at. We are inside the galaxy, moving with it, surrounded by its stars and clouds. Everything we know about its form comes from careful observation, gentle measurement, and patient comparison, built slowly over time. The Milky Way is a spiral galaxy. That means its stars are arranged in a broad, flattened disk with curved arms that wind outward from the center. These arms are not sharp lines or rigid structures. They are soft patterns, made visible by clusters of stars, glowing clouds, and slow motion through space. From a distance, the galaxy would appear like a faint pinwheel, turning calmly against the dark. The disk itself is very wide, stretching across roughly 100,000 light-years from one side to the other. A light-year is the distance light travels in a year, and even one of them is almost impossible to picture. When distances are measured in tens of thousands of light-years, it becomes clear that the Milky Way is not something meant to be imagined all at once. Its size is better felt as an idea of vastness rather than a number to hold on to. Although the disk is extremely wide, it is relatively thin by comparison. Most of the stars lie within a region only a few thousand light-years thick. This gives the galaxy its flattened appearance, like a soft, glowing lens floating in space. Above and below this disk, the number of stars gradually thins out, fading into darker regions where the galaxy becomes quieter and more diffuse. At the center of the Milky Way is a dense region known as the galactic core. From our position, we cannot see it directly with our eyes because thick clouds of dust block the view. But instruments that observe other kinds of light reveal a crowded, luminous center packed with stars. This central region is rounded and slightly elongated, forming what astronomers call a bulge. It rises gently from the flat disk, adding depth and structure to the galaxy's overall shape. Extending outward from the central bulge are the spiral arms. These arms curve slowly, wrapping around the galaxy like long ribbons of light. They are not solid objects, and they do not stay fixed in place. Instead, they are areas where stars and gas are more concentrated, creating gentle patterns that drift over time. Some arms are brighter and more defined, while others fade and blend into the background. The Milky Way likely has several major spiral arms, along with smaller branches and spurs. Our own solar system is located in one of these quieter regions, between two larger arms. This placement offers a calmer environment, with fewer intense bursts of activity nearby. It is a peaceful neighborhood within a very large structure. Beyond the bright disk lies the galactic halo. This is a vast, faint region that surrounds the entire galaxy in a loose, spherical shape. The halo contains scattered stars, ancient clusters, and a great deal of invisible matter. It does not glow brightly, and it does not draw attention to itself. Instead, it forms a quiet envelope around the Milky Way, extending far beyond the visible edges of the disk. When all these parts are considered together, the Milky Way appears not as a simple object, but as a layered system. A thin, wide disk, a gentle central bulge, curving arms marked by light, and a faint halo stretching into darkness. Each part moves slowly, following paths shaped by gravity and time. Even at this immense scale, the galaxy holds its form with remarkable stability. It is large beyond ordinary comprehension, yet balanced, vast yet orderly. Its shape has persisted for billions of years, changing only gradually, as if the galaxy itself prefers patience over urgency. As you rest, there is no need to imagine the Milky Way all at once. Just know that its wide disk, its gentle curves, and its quiet edges are already around you. You are resting within a structure that is both immense and calm, shaped slowly and held together by steady motion. When you think about your place in the Milky Way, it can be comforting to know that we are not located near the busy center, nor are we drifting alone at the very edge. Our home sits in a quiet, balanced region of the galaxy, one that allows long periods of stability and gentle motion. This position is part of what makes life here feel calm and predictable on cosmic timescales. Our solar system is located about halfway between the center of the Milky Way and its outer boundary. From this distance, the bright core is far away, and the thin outer regions stretch outward beyond us. We orbit within the wide disk of the galaxy, moving along with billions of other stars, each following its own slow path around the center. The Sun does not sit inside one of the Milky Way's largest spiral arms. Instead, it resides in a smaller structure, often described as a spur or bridge between two major arms. This region contains fewer massive star clusters and less intense activity than the main arms. It is a quieter lane of the galaxy, one where stars are more evenly spaced and changes happen more slowly. This calmer location has important effects. Regions closer to the galactic center are crowded with stars, radiation, and frequent energetic events. Regions far from the center are more sparse, with fewer heavy elements available to form planets. Our position lies between these extremes, in a zone where conditions have remained steady for very long stretches of time. This balance allows planetary systems to form and persist without constant disruption. As the Sun travels through the galaxy, it follows a nearly circular path around the Milky Way's center. This journey is long and unhurried. One complete orbit takes roughly 200 million years. This means that since the Sun formed, it has made only a small number of full trips around the galaxy. Entire eras of life on Earth pass during just a fraction of a single galactic orbit. While the sun moves forward along this path, it also gently rises and falls above and below the galactic plane. This motion is slow and subtle, like a quiet wave. Over tens of millions of years, the solar system drifts slightly upward, then downward again, always remaining close to the main disk. This vertical motion adds another layer of rhythm to our place in the galaxy, reinforcing the idea that nothing here is rushed. From Earth, when you look up at the night sky, you are seeing the Milky Way from the inside. The bright band stretching overhead is the dense disk viewed edge-on. When you look toward certain constellations, you are gazing inward toward the crowded center. When you look in the opposite direction, you are looking outward toward thinner regions where stars are more spread out. These different directions reveal how depth and distance shape what we see. Even though the Milky Way is immense, your position within it is not random. The galaxy's structure creates pathways where stars tend to settle into stable orbits. Over time, these pathways become familiar routes, followed by countless stars like quiet travelers moving together through space. The sun is one of these travelers, sharing its motion with neighbors that have been nearby for millions of years. This shared movement creates a sense of continuity. While individual stars slowly drift apart or come closer over long periods, the overall environment remains gentle and ordered. There is no sudden change in direction, no abrupt shift in pace. The galaxy's rotation provides a steady backdrop, allowing systems like ours to persist calmly. As you rest, it may be soothing to imagine this position not as a point on a map, but as a comfortable place within a vast structure. You are not at the center of activity, nor are you isolated. You are carried along in a quiet region, moving steadily with the galaxy, surrounded by stars that share the same slow journey. This is where we are inside the Milky Way, and it is a place defined by balance, patience, and gentle motion. The Milky Way is always in motion, but it is a motion so slow and steady that it feels like stillness. Unlike the movements we notice in everyday life, the rotation of the galaxy unfolds over spans of time far beyond human awareness. It is not something that rushes or accelerates. It is a calm, continuous turning that has been happening for billions of years. Every star in the Milky Way follows its own orbit around the galactic center. These paths are shaped by gravity and balance rather than force or urgency. Some stars move a little faster, some a little slower, but all of them participate in the same broad rotation. Together, they form a vast, coordinated flow, like a slow current carrying countless points of light. From our position inside the galaxy, this rotation is impossible to feel directly. There is no wind, no vibration, no sense of speed. The motion is smooth and constant, without sudden changes. This is one of the reasons the Milky Way feels so stable. Its rotation does not depend on bursts of energy or dramatic shifts. It relies on steady gravitational balance, quietly maintained across enormous distances. The sun moves along this galactic path at a speed that sounds fast when expressed in numbers, yet feels completely gentle because of the scale involved. Even at such speeds, it takes roughly 200 million years for the sun to complete a single orbit around the galaxy. This long journey is sometimes called a galactic year. Compared to this time scale, human history occupies only a brief moment, like a single breath within a much longer rhythm. As the galaxy rotates, different regions move together in broad layers. Stars closer to the center tend to orbit more quickly, while stars farther out move more slowly. This gradual change in speed does not create tension or instability. Instead, it helps maintain the galaxy's structure, allowing the disk to remain intact over long periods of time. The rotation spreads motion evenly, preventing sudden collapse or dispersal. The spiral arms of the Milky Way are closely connected to this slow rotation. They are not fixed objects that spin like rigid spokes. Instead, they are patterns that emerge as stars and clouds move through the galaxy's gravitational field. As material drifts along its orbit, it passes through regions where stars are more concentrated, briefly brightening the arms before continuing on its path. The arms themselves persist, even as the individual stars within them change. This kind of motion creates repetition without rigidity. The same patterns appear again and again, while the individual elements slowly shift. It is a movement that encourages continuity rather than disruption. Over millions of years, the overall shape remains recognizable, even as the details quietly evolve. The rotation of the Milky Way also influences how calm its environment feels. Because the motion is distributed smoothly across the galaxy, there are no sharp boundaries or sudden transitions between regions. Everything blends gradually. One area flows into the next, guided by gravity and time rather than force. This smoothness is part of what allows long-term stability for stars and planetary systems. As you rest, it may be comforting to imagine this slow rotation continuing without pause. While nights pass and days follow, the galaxy turns almost imperceptibly, carrying everything within it along a gentle path. There is no destination that needs to be reached quickly. There is only motion that sustains itself, patient and balanced. The Milky Way has been rotating this way for most of its existence, and it will continue to do so far into the future. Its turning is not a sign of urgency, but of endurance. A quiet reminder that movement does not have to be fast to be powerful, and that stability can emerge from steady, unbroken flow. In this vast rotation, there is room for rest. There is room for stillness within motion. And as the galaxy continues its slow turn, you remain comfortably within it, carried along without effort, supported by a rhythm that has never needed to hurry. Stars in the Milky Way are often imagined as fixed points, steady lights pinned to the night sky. But in reality, every star is a traveler. Each one follows a long, quiet path through the galaxy, guided by gravity and balance rather than speed or urgency. These journeys are so slow and so consistent that they create a feeling of permanence, even though nothing is truly still. From a human perspective, stars appear motionless because their movement unfolds across immense spans of time. A star does not rush from place to place. It drifts. It follows a curved route shaped by the mass of the galaxy, completing wide arcs that can take hundreds of millions of years to unfold. This kind of motion is gentle by nature. It has no sharp turns, No sudden accelerations, only gradual changes that repeat over and over again. Most stars in the Milky Way move along paths that keep them close to the galactic disk. They orbit the center in broad, flattened loops, rising slightly above the plane at times and dipping gently below it at others. These vertical movements are slow and subtle, adding a soft, wave-like rhythm to their journeys. Over long periods, stars trace patterns that resemble calm breathing rather than hurried travel. Stars are not solitary wanderers. Many of them move alongside neighbors that share similar orbits. These groups may have formed together long ago from the same cloud of gas and dust. Even after drifting apart, they often continue along comparable paths, like travelers who set out together and remain loosely aligned for much of the journey. This shared motion adds to the sense of order within the galaxy. As stars travel, their surroundings change very gradually. Dense regions slowly give way to more open areas. Bright clusters fade into quieter stretches where stars are more widely spaced. These transitions happen so slowly that they do not feel disruptive. Instead, they create a steady background of continuity, allowing stars to remain stable for billions of years. A star's journey is also deeply tied to its lifespan. Some stars live only a few million years, while others endure for tens or even hundreds of billions of years. During all that time, they continue their calm movement through the galaxy, completing many partial orbits, or in some cases, several full ones. Their light changes gradually as they age, but their paths remain patient and predictable. Our own sun is one of these calm travelers. Since its formation, it has been moving steadily along its galactic orbit, accompanied by its planets. During that time, continents on Earth have shifted, species have appeared and vanished, and climates have slowly changed. Through all of this, the sun's journey through the Milky Way has remained smooth and uninterrupted, guided by the same quiet forces that shape every star. What makes this motion especially soothing to consider is its lack of urgency. Stars do not need to arrive anywhere quickly. There is no final destination they are rushing toward. Their movement exists simply to maintain balance within the galaxy. Gravity keeps them gently bound, and time allows their paths to unfold without pressure. As you rest, you might imagine these countless stars moving together through space, each following its own calm route, yet all participating in the same vast flow. There is no crowding, no collision, only wide spacing and slow adjustment. The galaxy feels less like a busy highway and more like a broad, open sea, with stars drifting quietly beneath an unchanging sky. In this steady movement, there is reassurance. The stars have been traveling this way for billions of years, and they will continue long into the future. Their calm journeys remind us that motion does not have to be loud or fast to be meaningful. Sometimes, the most enduring paths are the ones that unfold slowly. When people imagine the spiral arms of the Milky Way, they often picture solid structures, like glowing arms fixed in place and rotating together. In reality, the spiral arms are something much softer and more subtle. They are not rigid shapes or permanent objects. They are gentle patterns, formed by the slow movement of stars, gas, and dust through the galaxy. The spiral arms exist because material in the Milky Way does not move at exactly the same speed everywhere. As stars and clouds orbit the galactic center, they naturally gather in certain regions for long periods of time. These regions become slightly denser, holding more stars and glowing gas than the surrounding space. From a distance, this creates the appearance of curved arms winding gracefully through the galaxy. These arms are best understood as waves rather than structures. Just as a wave can travel across the surface of water without carrying the same water molecules along with it, the spiral arms persist even as individual stars move in and out of them. A star may drift into a spiral arm, spend millions of years within its denser region, and then slowly move onward, continuing its journey through the galaxy. Because of this, the spiral arms are always familiar, yet never exactly the same. Their overall shape remains recognizable over long spans of time, while the details change quietly. Stars are born within them, age within them, and eventually drift away. The arms themselves remain, softly renewed by the steady flow of material passing through. Spiral arms tend to be places where gas clouds are slightly more concentrated. This gentle gathering of material allows new stars to form more easily. These star-forming regions glow faintly, adding light to the arms and making them visible across great distances. Even this process unfolds slowly. The birth of stars takes millions of years, and the light they produce changes gradually as they mature. Our solar system is located near a small segment of one of these spiral patterns. It sits in a quieter region, not in the densest part of a major arm, but close enough to feel its influence. This placement provides a peaceful environment, with fewer intense events nearby. It is a region where change happens gently and predictably, allowing long periods of stability. From inside the Milky Way, the spiral arms appear as the bright band of light stretching across the night sky. When you look up on a clear, dark night, you are seeing along the plane of the galaxy, where stars are most concentrated. This view does not reveal the full spiral shape, but it offers a reminder that the arms surround us, curving softly through space. The idea that the spiral arms are patterns rather than solid structures can feel calming. It means the galaxy is not rigid or mechanical. It is fluid and adaptable, shaped by motion and balance rather than fixed design. The same patterns repeat again and again, even as the material within them slowly changes. Over billions of years, the Milky Way's spiral pattern has remained remarkably stable. While small details shift and evolve, the overall form persists. This stability arises from the balance between gravity and motion, a balance that allows the galaxy to maintain its shape without force or urgency. Everything moves just enough to keep the pattern alive. As you rest, it may be soothing to imagine these spiral arms as slow, repeating waves of light and matter. They curve gently through the galaxy, never rushing, never breaking, always renewing themselves through steady motion. Stars pass through them like quiet travelers, staying for a time before continuing on their paths. The spiral arms remind us that structure does not always require rigidity. Sometimes the most enduring forms are the ones created by gentle repetition and gradual flow. In the Milky Way, these soft patterns hold together a galaxy of hundreds of billions of stars, guiding them without pressure and allowing everything to move in harmony. Within the Milky Way, new stars are not born in sudden flashes or dramatic bursts. Their beginnings are slow, gentle, and almost hidden. Star birth takes place inside vast clouds of gas and dust, often called stellar nurseries. These regions are dark and cool, drifting quietly through the galaxy, changing so gradually that their transformation is easy to miss. These clouds are made mostly of hydrogen gas, mixed with tiny grains of dust. They can stretch across dozens or even hundreds of light years, yet remain faint and diffuse. From the outside, they appear calm and still. Inside, gravity works patiently, drawing small portions of the cloud together over very long periods of time. There is no urgency in this process. The cloud simply responds to gravity in its own slow way. As parts of a cloud begin to gather, they form denser pockets. These pockets grow gradually, pulling in more material from their surroundings. Over millions of years, the center of a pocket becomes warmer and more compact. Even then, nothing happens suddenly. The material continues to drift inward, slowly increasing in density and temperature. Eventually, when conditions are just right, a new star begins to form. This moment is not an explosion or a sharp transition. It is a quiet shift as gravity and pressure reach a balance that allows a steady release of energy. The newborn star remains wrapped in its original cloud for a long time, hidden from view, continuing to grow and settle into its place in the galaxy. Most stars are born in small groups rather than alone. A single cloud can give rise to dozens or even thousands of stars, all forming slowly within the same environment. These young stars begin their journeys together, sharing similar paths through the Milky Way. Over time, they may drift apart, but their origins remain connected by the calm conditions of their birth. Star-forming regions glow softly because of the energy released by these young stars. This gentle light illuminates the surrounding gas, creating faint colors and textures within the spiral arms. Even this glow is not harsh or sudden. It spreads slowly through the cloud, revealing shapes that change only over long stretches of time. What makes these stellar nurseries especially soothing to consider is their quiet patience. A cloud can exist for millions of years before forming any stars at all. And once star formation begins, it can continue slowly for millions of years more. There is no fixed schedule. The process unfolds at its own pace, guided by gravity and balance rather than force. Our own sun formed in one of these nurseries long ago. It emerged from a cloud similar to those that still drift through the Milky Way today. After forming, it gradually cleared away the surrounding material, leaving behind a stable system of planets. The calm conditions of its birth helped shape a solar system that could remain steady for billions of years. Even now, star formation continues quietly across the galaxy. New clouds gather, new pockets form, and new stars begin their slow journeys. This ongoing process does not disrupt the Milky Way's balance. Instead, it gently renews the galaxy, adding light and energy without altering its overall rhythm. As you rest, You might imagine these vast clouds drifting silently through space, carrying the potential for future stars. They do not hurry or compete. They simply respond to gravity over time, allowing creation to unfold naturally. In these quiet cosmic nurseries, the Milky Way continues its slow cycle of renewal, guided by patience, balance, and gentle motion. After stars are born in quiet clouds of gas and dust, their lives unfold slowly, guided by balance rather than urgency. A star does not rush through its existence. It settles into a long, steady phase where it shines calmly, releasing energy at a measured pace. This period can last for millions, billions, or even tens of billions of years, depending on the star's size. Most stars spend the majority of their lives in this stable phase. During this time, gravity pulls inward while energy pushes outward, creating a gentle equilibrium. The star remains consistent in brightness and structure, changing so gradually that the shifts are almost impossible to notice. This balance allows stars to act as steady anchors within the galaxy, providing light without disruption. Smaller stars tend to live the longest. They burn their energy slowly, conserving their fuel over immense spans of time. Some of these stars will continue shining long after larger stars have faded away. Their quiet endurance adds to the Milky Way's sense of permanence, filling it with light that changes very little from one era to the next. Larger stars live shorter lives, but even these unfold over millions of years. Their changes are not abrupt on human timescales. They brighten, expand, or cool gradually, following predictable paths shaped by physics and time. While their lifespans are shorter compared to smaller stars, they still move through their stages with patience rather than speed. As stars age, their light shifts subtly. Colors change, brightness varies, and outer layers may slowly drift outward. These transformations are gentle and continuous. There is no sudden loss of balance. Each phase flows into the next, guided by the same quiet forces that shaped the star from the beginning. Throughout these long lifetimes, star-soars continue their calm journeys through the Milky Way. They orbit the galactic center, drift through spiral patterns, and rise and fall slightly within the disk. Their motion and aging happen together, creating layered rhythms of movement and change that unfold over vast stretches of time. Our sun is partway through its own long life. It has been shining steadily for billions of years and will continue to do so for billions more. Its gradual aging is so slow that it feels constant from one generation to the next. This stability has allowed life on Earth to develop and persist, supported by a reliable source of light and warmth. Even when stars eventually reach later stages of their lives, the process remains measured. Changes happen over long intervals, giving the galaxy time to absorb and balance each transition. Nothing happens all at once. The Milky Way accommodates these shifts without losing its overall calm. As you rest, it may be soothing to think of the stars not as fleeting sparks, but as long-lasting presences. They shine quietly, age slowly, and follow their paths without urgency. Their patience reflects the galaxy itself, where change unfolds gently and continuity is preserved across billions of years. In this slow aging of stars, the Milky Way maintains its steady rhythm. Light fades and renews. Movement continues without interruption. and balance remains. It is a reminder that time, when given space, does not rush. It simply carries everything forward, calmly and consistently. At the heart of the Milky Way lies its central region, often imagined as a place of intense activity and chaos. But when viewed calmly and without exaggeration, the galactic center is better understood as a stable, enduring core that has existed for billions of years. It is not something that disrupts the galaxy. Instead, it quietly anchors everything around it. The center of the Milky Way is densely populated with stars. Many of them are older and closely packed, moving along short, steady orbits shaped by strong gravitational balance. From our position far out in the disk, this central region is hidden behind thick clouds of gas and dust. These clouds soften and filter what we can see, making the center feel distant and veiled rather than overwhelming. Within this central region lies a very massive object, often described with dramatic language. But in practice, it behaves in a calm and predictable way. It does not pull stars inward suddenly, and it does not disturb the steady motion of the galaxy. Its influence is quiet and constant, acting as part of the overall gravitational structure rather than a source of disruption. The stars near the galactic center follow smooth, repeated paths. Their orbits are well-defined and stable, shaped by long-standing forces that have remained consistent over immense spans of time. Even in this crowded environment, there is order. Movement happens gradually, and balance is maintained without urgency. Surrounding the core is a region where stars gradually thin out, blending into the wider disk. There is no sharp boundary separating the center from the rest of the galaxy. Instead, one region flows gently into the next. Density decreases slowly, light softens, and space opens up as distance from the center increases. From Earth, the galactic center appears as a brighter section of the Milky Way band in the sky. When conditions are right, this area looks richer and more textured, filled with layers of faint light, rememberable only in still moments. Even then, what you see is not intensity, but depth. A sense of many stars overlapping quietly along your line of sight. What makes the galactic center calming to consider is its consistency. It has been there since the earliest days of the Milky Way, shaping the motion of stars without needing to announce itself. It does not change quickly. It does not interfere with the peaceful regions farther out. It simply exists, steady and reliable, holding its place at the core of the galaxy. Over billions of years, the Milky Way has rotated around this center, maintaining its structure through balance rather than force. Stars form, age, and drift away, yet the central region remains a stable reference point. This long-term stability allows the galaxy to feel cohesive, unified, and calm despite its immense scale. As you rest, it may help to imagine the galactic center not as something distant or intense, but as a quiet foundation. It supports the galaxy's motion without drawing attention to itself. It is part of the Milky Way's enduring structure, present without urgency, contributing to the gentle balance that allows everything else to move slowly and peacefully through space. Not everything that shapes the Milky Way can be seen. Beyond the stars, gas, and glowing clouds, there is another quiet presence woven throughout the galaxy. It does not shine, reflect light, or draw attention to itself. Yet without it, the Milky Way would not hold its shape. This unseen component is often called dark matter, but it can be thought of simply as invisible structure. Dark matter does not form stars or clouds. It does not glow or flicker in the night sky. Instead, it surrounds the galaxy in a vast, gentle envelope, extending far beyond the visible disk. Its presence is known not by what it shows, but by what it allows. It provides the extra gravitational support that keeps stars moving along their calm, stable paths. As the Milky Way rotates, the visible matter alone is not enough to explain the smooth motion of stars, especially those far from the center. Without additional support, the outer regions would drift away over time. Dark matter quietly prevents this. It adds balance without disturbance, acting like a steady framework that holds the galaxy together. This invisible matter is not concentrated in one place. It forms a broad halo around the Milky Way, blending softly into the surrounding space. Within this halo, stars and gas move as they always have, unaware of the support guiding them. The effect is subtle, but profound. Motion remains smooth, orbits remain predictable, and the galaxy keeps its gentle rhythm. What makes dark matter especially calming to consider is its neutrality. It does not compete or interfere. It does not rush or change direction. It simply exists, exerting influence evenly across vast distances. Over billions of years, it has helped the Milky Way maintain its structure without drawing attention to itself. Even though scientists continue to study its nature, the role of dark matter in the galaxy is clear. It allows the Milky Way to remain extended and stable, preventing collapse at the center and dispersal at the edges. This quiet balance supports everything else, from the slow rotation of the disk to the long journeys of individual stars. From inside the galaxy, there is no sensation of this invisible presence. Stars do not feel pulled or pushed in any noticeable way. Instead, they follow their orbits as if guided by an unseen hand that never tightens its grip. This steady influence creates a sense of security on cosmic scales, ensuring continuity rather than disruption. As you rest, it may be soothing to imagine this invisible framework surrounding you, holding the galaxy together without effort. It does not demand attention. It does not change abruptly. It simply supports the slow, peaceful motion of everything within the Milky Way. In this way, the galaxy is not only shaped by what shines, but also by what remains unseen. Together, visible and invisible matter create a system that endures, balanced and calm. And within that system, you continue to rest, carried gently through space by forces that have never needed to hurry. Beyond the bright disk and the familiar spiral patterns of the Milky Way lies a region that is much quieter and far less visible. This is the outer halo of the galaxy, a vast, faint space that surrounds everything else. It does not shine brightly, and it does not draw attention to itself. Instead, it exists as a gentle extension of the Milky Way, marking the slow transition between the galaxy and the deeper darkness beyond. The halo stretches far above and below the galactic disk, forming a loose, rounded shape. Within it are scattered stars, ancient clusters, and large amounts of invisible matter. These stars are few and widely spaced, drifting through space with long, patient orbits. Their light is faint, and their presence is subtle, adding to the feeling of openness and calm. Many of the stars found in the halo are among the oldest in the galaxy. They formed early in the Milky Way's history and have been traveling quietly ever since. Their paths take them far from the crowded regions of the disk into areas where change happens very slowly. These ancient stars act like quiet witnesses, carrying the memory of the galaxy's earliest days. The halo also contains groups of stars known as globular clusters. These are dense, spherical collections of very old stars bound closely together by gravity. They orbit the Milky Way far from the center, following long, looping paths that can take hundreds of millions of years to complete. Even within these clusters, motion remains gentle and ordered, shaped by balance rather than force. At the outermost edges of the galaxy, the number of stars continues to thin. The Milky Way does not end abruptly. There is no sharp boundary where the galaxy suddenly stops. Instead, it fades gradually into space. Stars become more isolated, distances grow wider, and light softens until it blends almost completely into darkness. This gradual fading is one of the most calming aspects of the galaxy's structure. It reflects a preference for smooth transitions rather than sudden endings. The Milky Way does not separate itself from the universe around it. It blends gently, allowing space to open outward without tension or disruption. The halo plays an important role in maintaining the galaxy's balance. Along with invisible matter, it helps shape the paths of stars and supports the Milky Way's overall structure. Its influence is quiet and even, contributing to stability without drawing attention to itself. From within the disk, the halo is not felt, only quietly present. As you rest, it may be soothing to imagine these outer regions as wide, open spaces where movement is slow and unhurried. Stars drift alone or in small groups, following long paths that take them far from the busy center. There is no rush here, only patience and continuity. The halo and outer edges remind us that the Milky Way is not just a bright disk of light, but a layered system that extends far beyond what is easily seen. It holds both brightness and darkness, density and openness, all connected through gentle motion. And even at its farthest reaches, the galaxy maintains the same calm rhythm, fading softly into the quiet of space. Time inside the Milky Way moves very differently from the way we experience it in everyday life. In the galaxy, change happens slowly, unfolding across spans so long that urgency fades away. Moments stretch into millions of years, and millions of years blend gently into billions. This vast sense of time gives the Milky Way its calm, unhurried character. When we measure time on Earth, we use days, seasons, and years. These units are tied to familiar cycles: the rotation of the planet, the orbit around the sun, the rhythm of light and darkness. Inside the Milky Way, time is measured by far slower cycles. A single orbit of the sun around the galaxy takes roughly 200 million years. Entire histories can rise and pass during just a small fraction of this journey. Because of these long timescales, change in the Milky Way rarely feels sudden. Stars form gradually, shine steadily, and age over immense stretches of time. Spiral patterns persist even as individual stars drift through them. The galaxy's structure evolves, but so slowly that it appears almost timeless from within. This slowness creates a sense of continuity that is deeply reassuring. Even events that sound dramatic unfold gently when viewed through galactic time. Movements that might seem fast in theory become smooth and measured when spread across millions of years. Nothing needs to hurry. Gravity shapes paths patiently, allowing systems to settle into stable arrangements that endure far longer than human lifetimes. The Milky Way also carries layers of time within it. Ancient stars in the halo preserve conditions from the galaxy's earliest days. Younger stars in the disk represent more recent chapters in its long story. All of these layers coexist, moving together through space, each following its own slow rhythm. The galaxy does not erase its past. It carries it forward quietly. From our position inside the Milky Way, this vast timescale can feel grounding. While daily life often feels fast and demanding, the galaxy reminds us that most change happens gently. There is space for pauses, for repetition, and for rest. Nothing essential is lost by moving slowly. As you rest, it may be calming to imagine time in the Milky Way as a wide, steady current. It carries stars, clouds, and systems forward without force. Everything flows together, guided by gravity and balance rather than urgency. In this current, there is no pressure to arrive anywhere quickly. The galaxy has existed for billions of years, and it will continue long into the future. Its sense of time is expansive and patient. Within it, brief moments soften and blend into a larger rhythm, one that does not rush or demand attention. Thinking about time this way can help ease the mind. You are part of a system where change unfolds gradually, where stability lasts, and where motion is gentle. Inside the Milky Way, time itself feels slower, wider, and more forgiving, allowing everything within it to move forward calmly and without haste. The Milky Way can be thought of not just as a collection of stars and matter, but as a living system shaped by balance and continuity. While it does not think or feel, it behaves in ways that feel steady and self-regulating. Over billions of years, it has maintained its form, adjusting gently without losing its overall structure. This long-term stability is one of the most calming aspects of our home galaxy. Within the Milky Way, countless processes unfold at once, yet none of them overwhelm the whole. Stars are born while others slowly age. Clouds of gas gather and disperse. Orbits shift slightly over time. Each change is small, and together they create a system that renews itself without disruption. The galaxy does not depend on sudden events to continue. It relies on gradual transitions and repeated patterns. This balance allows the Milky Way to remain resilient. When regions become more active, others remain quiet. When stars complete their long lives, new ones are already forming elsewhere. Energy is redistributed slowly, preventing extremes from spreading too far. The galaxy absorbs change the way a calm body absorbs breath, expanding and settling back into rhythm. The Milky Way also responds gently to its surroundings. Smaller galaxies drift nearby, sometimes passing close enough to influence its outer regions. Even these interactions usually happen over hundreds of millions of years. Rather than causing abrupt disruption, they add subtle layers to the galaxy's structure, enriching it without breaking its overall calm. Inside this system, nothing exists in isolation. Stars influence nearby clouds, clouds shape new stars, and gravity ties everything together into a shared motion. Yet this connection does not feel crowded or intense. Distances are vast, interactions are soft, and space allows everything room to unfold naturally. The galaxy feels spacious, even as it remains deeply connected. Our own solar system participates quietly in this living balance. It follows its orbit, responds to the galaxy's gravity, and remains largely unaffected by distant changes. This gentle integration is what allows long-term stability. Life can develop, evolve, and persist because the larger system around it changes so slowly. As you rest, it may be comforting to imagine the Milky Way as a calm environment rather than a dynamic spectacle. It does not demand attention or provoke urgency. It simply continues, holding countless stars within a steady framework that has endured for ages. This calm, living system reminds us that complexity does not require noise. Order can emerge from gentle repetition. Stability can arise from slow adjustment. The Milky Way has followed this quiet path for billions of years, maintaining balance through patience rather than force. Within such a system, there is room for rest. There is room for stillness. And there is reassurance in knowing that the vast structure carrying you through space is not fragile or hurried, but enduring, steady, and quietly alive. As this gentle journey through the Milky Way draws to a close, it can be comforting to return to a simple idea. You are already exactly where you belong. You are resting within a vast structure that has existed for billions of years, one that moves slowly, patiently, and without urgency. There is nothing you need to reach or understand all at once. The galaxy carries you quietly, whether you are awake or asleep. The Milky Way does not ask for attention. It does not demand awareness. Its motion continues the same way it always has, steady and reliable. Stars follow their long paths. Patterns repeat softly. Time unfolds without pressure. Even as individual details change, the overall rhythm remains calm and predictable. When you imagine the galaxy now, there is no need to picture its full shape or measure its size. You might simply sense it as a presence around you. A wide disk of stars, a gentle rotation, a quiet balance holding everything together. This presence does not intrude. It supports, surrounds, and remains. Your place within this structure is not fragile. The region you occupy is stable, carried along by forces that have been consistent for longer than human history. While daily life can feel fast and uncertain, the Milky Way offers a different perspective. It reminds us that most change happens slowly, and that continuity is the natural state of large systems. As your body rests, your breathing becomes part of this larger rhythm. In and out, slow and steady. Just as stars move along their orbits without effort, your body knows how to relax without instruction. There is nothing to force. Rest happens naturally when there is no need to hurry. The galaxy will continue its quiet turning through the night. It will do the same tomorrow, and the next day, and long after. There is comfort in knowing that something so vast can be so calm, that motion can exist without urgency, that time can move forward without pressure. If your thoughts begin to fade, that is perfectly fine. You do not need to hold on to the details of this journey. The Milky Way does not require memory or focus. It simply remains, offering a steady backdrop for rest. For now, allow yourself to settle into this sense of quiet belonging. You are carried gently through space, supported by a structure that has never needed to rush. Within the Milky Way, there is room for stillness, for softness, and for sleep.